Liverpool Fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool Fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki Man Si. We are rapidly closing in on Milos Kerkez of Bournemouth. He is going to join for around £40 million. Get in Richard Hughes, £5 million underneath the asking price. It could even be add-ons, bringing it to £40 million. So there is a big win for Liverpool. Could be Milos Monday still. Next Monday could be Wirtz Wednesday. Wednesday indeed. Florian Wirtz performed amazingly in the German versus Portugal tie. Now, Portugal ultimately won that 2-1, but Wirtz is the one who carried it from the inside forward position on the left-hand side, drove in, picked up the ball, provided it off to Joshua Kimmich, who lofted it over, and Wirtz headed home for the lead. 2-1 ultimately to Portugal, but Wirtz nutmegged Bruno Fernandes. He could get used to that in the Premier League, and he cleaned out Bernardo Silva. He stood on his toe, and Bernardo Silva, being the rat that he is, was holding his face and moaning and crying all day long. Wirtz was in the battleground. Obviously, Bernardo Silva still salty. Salty! The Wirtz chose Liverpool over Manchester City. And if anyone was doubting that Wirtz is committed to joining Liverpool, only Liverpool, Lewis Steele flew out to that match just to get the quick snippet from Wirtz after the match. Liverpool, Wirtz, aye?
So
And Wirtz was like
Florian?
nodding his head, aye. And also Rudy Voller, right? Rudy Voller, our quote, said, "It's no secret that Florian Wirtz would like to go to Liverpool. I know the clubs are negotiating with each other, but with transfers like this, it often takes time before an agreement is finally reached. Sure, in the end, you have a feeling that it will go through. Florian Wirtz has proven that he's a very valuable player, not only for Bayer Leverkusen, but also for the national team. That's why he cost a few euros more. Courtesy of DAZN, Germany, and Sports Day Deutsch as well. So, yeah, it's a matter of time now. Florian Wirtz, Wednesday, here we go. But I'm going to explain why these four players that we have already confirmed more or less coming in, and I'm talking Georgi Mamadashvili coming in right in place of Queeve Kelleher. We have Milos Kerkez possibly in place of Robertson or Kostas Tsimikas. We have Florian Wirtz coming in as the ultimate number 10 playmaker of our dreams, our very own Kevin De Bruyne from a young age, and Jeremie Frimpong, versatile, happy, energetic Duracell bunny in place of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Why these four players in particular form the next generation, the golden generation of the shiny slot era, and what they add tactically as well. And later on in the member section, I've found my tactical board right here. I can draw all of the transitions, all of the players. I've got the pin badges as well. I can draw on this tactics board exactly what these four players offer us in terms of new transitions and new patterns of play. Watch out for it in the member section. Thank you everyone for supporting the channel. For £2 a month, cheaper than a cheeky chicken nugget set from Mackie D's, and tastier too. But before we continue, I notice that a juicy 69% of you, it's actually 68% of you, have subscribed to this channel and watch videos week in, week out. But that means 31%, 32% thereabouts. It's actually a good thing because it means it's exposed to more new viewers. Haven't hit the subscribe button yet. So what are you waiting for? This is a channel substance in abundance.
The cream of the crop!
Thank you, Macho Man. And that's what we do. We go into the tactical analysis. So let me show you right now on the tactics board and in terms of personal traits, why these four players form the pillar, the absolute foundation and the backbone of Arne Slot's successful shiny era for the next 5 to 10 years. To show you why these four players are super important, right? We've got to go back to the previous spine, the award-winning, multi-title winning spine, right? You got this kind of system right here. We have Salah, if we take like for like, Alisson, Van Dijk, Salah, and we can say Firmino just for example's sake. Obviously, Mane was the other one there, and then you got legends like Fabinho, Andy Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, or the good stuff right there, right? And Trent Alexander-Arnold is a very good point. We'll look at it. Okay, so you have the spine, a constant world class in his prime. You've managed to get past Matip, right? The galloping giraffe, Matip, Robertson, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fabinho. How can you beat Alisson Becker? 1v1, 2v1, 10v1, it doesn't matter. He's going to save the lot. Then Van Dijk, the best central defender the Premier League has ever seen. Absolute Rolls-Royce class. Makes the other players play better as well. Mo Salah, constant metric goal king. 1 season wonder, except he's having extended like 10 seasons by now, right? Because he is the Egyptian king, playmaking, running and creating and scoring from the wing position. And Firmino, what a player. Graceful, silky, connects the play, allows Mane to come in from the side. Salah comes inside. So when you have that core, right? That central core right there, and you can almost argue Salah in inside forward position is core. It's a good basis to go on because you've got a constant, you've got someone you always look to, and even nowadays, even Sobosai especially looks to win the game, to make some magic happen. You've got the leader, you've got the voice of reason, you've got someone who organizes the defense, the one who is going to stand and protect the back line. And if ever they do penetrate that, then you've got the ultimate gatekeeper, the Brazilian Jesus, not Gabriel Jesus, who is going to, like a triangle, penetrate and pop their chances of scoring a goal, because he will save everything with ease and it makes it look super, super easy. Then you've got the nice, energetic Duracell bunny with class, with a smile, style, and profile, with those veneers, whiter than white Firmino. Good presence, good attitude, absolute leader, always effective, never goes missing. Okay, so let's reset the board and we're going to have a look why the new 4 pillars will be super effective now and forever, baby. No, at least for the next 5-10 years. Okay, so Mamadashvili. Now, a lot of people don't understand or misunderstand the purpose of this signing. Okay, they're like, we have Queeve Kelleher, who plays with his feet, never let us down. Queeve was always going to leave, deservedly number 1. He said himself it was an easy decision to make. He deserves to be number 1. He wants to fight for the Ireland number 1 jersey against Bazunu as well. He deserves his place there for sure. And Georgi Mamadashvili has proven himself in Georgia, in the Euros, for Valencia as well. He may not be the greatest of feet, but he's got time to adjust. And look, you need the squad to play. When Alisson gets injured, and he has had tweaks and niggles to muscle injuries as well, especially with hamstrings and quads, you're going to need a reliable keeper. We win nothing if Queeve Kelleher didn't come in and perform admirably and win us points. We had to win points consistently in Alisson Becker's absence. And you got to remember, right? You got to remember that it's not just the qualities of the player themselves. I remember Dashvili has to get used to patterns of play with Van Dijk, where Van Dijk's going to go. Does he like to receive on the open foot, on the back foot, into the corner? Does he like to receive it into space? Or the patterns of play? Does he need to go for the outlet? Does he need to go behind him? He needs to get used to the patterns of play, and that takes time, right? So until then, Alisson Becker is clear number 1. He could be number 1 for the next 3-4 years. If he leaves after the end of his contract, he leaves with our blessing, because he's absolutely won us everything and done it as a gentleman who plays the guitar as well. Mamadashvili is, in effect, a number 1. He'll play all the cup games. I'm guarantee you he'll play every Carabao EFL Cup game, every FA Cup game, and may even get some Champions League games as well, especially in the group stages. Mamadashvili comes in. He's got a higher ceiling than Queeve Kelleher. Queeve Kelleher has been the best number 2 in the league for many a year, but it's almost like the Carlo Cudicini to Peter Cech role, right? Except the inverse. You're going to need 2 quality keepers to do the job, but Mamadashvili will never let you down. He has a high caliber, high ceiling, and we're in good standing. It's a squad game. And when Alisson gets injured, we've got to have someone that Van Dijk and Konate or whoever else know behind them. You're not breaking that line, because Mamadashvili is top tier and quality, and we have that as well. Next, let's look at Jeremie Frimpong as well. Okay, so Frimpong in a replacement for Trent Alexander-Arnold. I'm going to tell you about the intangible qualities that make Frimpong an absolute stalwart, an absolute menace, and the reason why he's going to be a really, really important player is Jeremie Frimpong, right? The first thing you're going to notice, he's 24 years old. This is the next generation here, right? Frimpong is 24 years old. Let's see how old Mamadashvili is. I have a feeling he's about 22, 23. No, he's 24 years old as well. Good age for a keeper. Got a lot of experience in Georgia and for Valencia as well in the top league. But the reason why Frimpong at 24 is so important, right, is he's never going to be found wanting for energy. He said in his interview with a smile on his face, I will bring the energy that the fans need, that the fans deserve. You're never going to find him or Conor Bradley wanting to going back and defending with aplomb and covering the back line, especially because we're going to have either Endo or Gravenberch kind of having a bias there. Konate being the wide defender, covering the whips as well. But Frimpong will never lack in his effort to go back. If he loses the ball, by goodness, he will buy into Arne Slot's press, going back, harrying, harassing, closing the passing lanes, winning back the ball, running in the straight line, blocking the line back there. Even if he comes back, pulls back there, Frimpong has the agility and low centre balance to track him and chase him. Him and Conor Bradley will never be found wanting. And we're going to see him go up and down, up and down, up and down to dizzy. Like, until you're absolutely dizzy. Frimpong, Duracell Bunny, running everywhere. And people actually underestimate the fact that Frimpong playing right wing is really, really good in the absence of Mo Salah. But I think you can offer something from the left as well. We'll look into that in a tactical special video coming on the right foot as well, offering Kerkez the space on the outside. People haven't thought about that option. I'll show you why tactically it could very well work as well. Okay, so Frimpong, Duracell Bunny, energetic, the kind of player that fans will get behind because he'll never slow down. The intensity in the sprints, intensity to support, intensity to get in, around and outside, intensity to drop back, drop in, cut in, go into half space, right? Go into Mazzala, roll, provide the width as well. His energy will be infectious and the enthusiasm is there, And that's almost like a young Trent Alexander-Arnold when he was still baby-faced before he won everything. And I hate to say it, but, you know, success and money and woman and ego and whatever, it clearly affects some players more than the others. I don't think you'll ever be able to throw the accusation at Jeremie Frimpong or Conor Bradley that they've lacked effort in a particular game, whereas that Man United game with Trent sticks out like an absolute sore thumb in his legacy, right? Let's get over Trent. It's now about positivity. Right now, he's a Real Madrid player. Good luck to them if he gets skinned on the wing. Those handkerchiefs in the Madrid stand, right? Anyway, the energy and the infectious nature and the positive atmosphere, the happy-go-lucky, smiley, enthusiastic Frimpong. You can tell he's all about the banter as well. Yes, lad, boss tower with Gravenberg, right? You need those personalities in the dressing room, and he adds that for sure. Now, Milos Kerkez, he is a nutter. He's a madman. Look at this bromance with Szoboszlai right here. I've never seen a player twerking. It's like, you want me, I want you too. That kind of thing, right? He's been twerking for Liverpool all over social media for goodness how long now. He wants us bad. He wants our bam booty, and he's gonna get it, as are we to him. He's absolutely nuts, and he's rampaging energy. This is energy, right? If Van Dijk is too cool for school and never looks like he's trying, Kerkez and Frimpong always look like they're trying too hard because they're everywhere. Like you imagine, like what is Kerkez and Frimpong doing ahead of Wirtz in the box? We're gonna see that on occasion sometime, right? He is energy aplenty, will never stop running. The new Andy Robertson, except he's more technical than Andy Robertson. He's a better dribbler than Andy Robertson. He's better in the rondos than Andy Robertson. But Andy Robertson is by far better in quality delivery. Now, never underestimate how good Andy Robertson's delivery from the wide channels were. With his first time on a set piece, on a dead ball, round the outside, pulling back, Andy Robertson's crossing is immense. He should be right up there with some of the best left-back crossing fullbacks of all time, right? Think of Gianfranco Farchetti getting up there, crossing, shooting, whatever. Andy Robertson can't shoot. His goal differential is awful, but he's crossing. Farchetti or Ruud Krol, one of the best wing-backs, full-backs in Dutch history as well. All these left-backs, right? Amazing. I would even put Andy Robertson's crossing ability is better than Marcelo of Real Madrid, better than Paolo Maldini. Crossing, I'm talking about crossing in particular. So Andy Robertson, one of the best left backs in all time, maybe the best left back in Liverpool's history for sure. Kerkez can improve his crossing, added 2 delicious balls, feistiness against Manchester City, but he needs to work on his crossing. But as an all-around footballing player, Kerkez is more technical and able. Probably faster than Robertson as well, so it really helps. And he's so young. Is he like, what, 21? Is he the youngest player, younger than everyone in our squad? He's 21 years old. How old is Kwanzaa? Kwanzaa's 22. By far, Milos Kerkez is younger than every starting player, because Conor Bradley's like, what, 22 as well, right? Or 23 now. Conor Bradley is 21. Okay, equal. July 9th, Conor Bradley. Whereas Kerkez November 7th. So actually, yeah, Kerkez is younger than Conor Bradley too. He becomes the instant youngest player, the baby face. Oh, but he's nuts. And we're going to love him. He's the kind of guy that will ruffle Messi's hair like Andy Robertson on the pitch. You need those crazy, passionate people that will cheer up the crowd and give you some of the Hogan what? That kind of thing. Degeneration, all that kind of stuff. Degenerate Kerkez. I can imagine it right now. From, Robertson will teach him the tricks of the trade to rile up the opposition, right? And when you got Kerkez and Frimpong either side, and the flying fullbacks, right? Especially with Gravenberg dropping between the lines. You imagine that he starts on that line, and he starts on that line, and that is going to be the playbook that we will probably go with next season with Conor Bradley on inverse inside, undercutting, and Frimpong on the outside as well, higher line. A bias kind of like that. It's going to be kind of like that position, right? So that shape lends itself well because you have the best years of Alisson Becker, 2 more years. You have the best years of Van Dijk. Is it 1 year, 2 years, something like that? Best 2 years of Van Dijk and Salah. It's a transition over to the next great era with the great players still in their pomp and in their prime to see through the transition. They might even stay beyond that. We're going to need a number 9 of our dreams, another goal-scoring winger. We'll look into transfers very quickly. But the fact that you've got a versatile right fullback, one of the best metric attacking fullbacks in world football alongside Trent Alexander-Arnold, carries threats, penetrates the box and into the area, can play pseudo right wing. I think he can play left wing as well. Can play right wing back. Very versatile, very effective on the squad, in the squad player as well. Kerkez, guaranteed left back, dominant era of success. He will get a testimonial. 10 years in the Liverpool shirt, playing with Szoboszlai, Domi Schlobbers. And the fact that Mamardashvili, if he can break through, get ahead of Alisson Becker, you're imagining a 2 to 3 year time period. If Alisson wants to stay, then Mamardashvili, big question marks on him. But look, he's got the high ceiling, high caliber. And by all accounts, Slot and Hughes were unanimous in getting him in because it's too good an opportunity to miss for a potential keeper who could be a world beater as well. He reminds me so much of Jan Oblak. Not the best with his feet, but monstrous as a goalkeeper and every other part of the goalkeeping game. Huge, great reflexes, great 1v1 stopper as well. And then the jewel in the crown, Florian Wirtz, who absolutely wants Liverpool by hook or by crook. Liverpool is it. Look, he is the jewel in the crown. He is that damn good. This is a guy who's either top 1 or top 3 playmaking 10s in the world. Wirtz, Jamal Musiala, Jude Bellingham. That is probably the holy trinity of number 10s in different styles. Of that lot, I love the way Wirtz plays, man. He's always an influence. He'll take you on. He's feisty. He's aggressive. He's closing down statistics. His pressing, his inventiveness, his creativity, his two-footedness. He is it. He is the one that I always wanted. In the same way that Ricardo Kaká is one of my favorite players of all time, so is Pablo Aimar as well. So is Juan Roman Riquelme. So is Zico, the silky number 10s of your dreams. And he has a bias towards the left-hand side where he can play make on both sides. He makes, similar to how Van Dijk makes every other player play so damn much better, Wirtz plays the game of football the way it's meant to be played. He makes it beautiful, and he'll make everyone, whether it's Gakpo or Diaz, whether it's Nunes, Jota, or whichever signing, whether it is Benjamin Sesko, who's linked today, or a Ekitike, or a Nick Voltemada, right, or lots of different players potentially for that 9 slot. He can make anyone play better. João Pedro Brighton, for example. He is the talisman, the one you build a team around, right? Where there's a Curtis Jones 17 shirt or Maka 10, he won't get Mac 10. Salah was the one, but that means Salah is open in more positions to really affect the game in 10 position because they cannot, for any period of time, ignore Florian Wirtz. He is a game changer who connects the midfield to the attack, breaks through himself, can break the line himself with a pass or a dribble, can cross, can play on the right-hand side. He can play all forward positions. When Salah goes off to the AFCON, Wirtz can even play right wing. He's so good, he'll be effective anywhere you deploy him for sure, making an impact. He's the cream of the crop. He's the top standard, and we have him for the best years. 5-year deal initially. If he enjoys himself, cements his legacy, wins multiple trophies as well, he will get the contract for a lifetime. And he's not the type to kick up a fuss. He will play with mutual respect, like Maka did for Brighton, signing the new deal to get a release clause of 35 million affordable. If Wirtz wins every trophy in the game, we wouldn't begrudge him, similar fee or even 150 million euros thereabouts, for pastures new to try a new challenge. But forget pastures new. Let's keep him for life and build a statue, because Wirtz is going to create many game-breaking moments, many memories, many highlight reel moments. He's just so silky, so good. And I can't believe he wants Liverpool, man. He makes any number 9 feasible. He makes Darwin Núñez feasible on the pitch in terms of hitting him the ball, getting him the ball earlier than before he's offside, because no one else is close enough to hit those balls. You see that Harvey Elliott fed Núñez the ball with composition, with composure, into that position, he scores. When the ball is pulled back into Darwin Núñez in that position, he scores. When Darwin Núñez is given a half-space position, someone overlaps him, he cuts inside, he scores. When Darwin Núñez is overlapped on this side, he cuts inside on the left foot, he scores. When the system is fitted around Darwin Núñez, he will score, and Wirtz can facilitate any World 9 in the history of the game. Not every number 9, because Ali Dia, that Blackburn, Souness, was it Blackburn? No, somewhere. Ali Dia isn't even a footballer, and no one can facilitate him. Fake. Fake. Nisemono means fake, right? But I mean, any decent striker with half chance, not necessarily Núñez, but they would have the joy of playing behind Florian Wirtz, because he'll get 10 assists, 15 assists easily. So Salah and your strikers and your wide goal scoring forwards are laughing aplenty. And Wirtz, Kerkez, Frimpong and Mamardashvili would be absolute pillars, because then you're just slotting players, system players, reliable players, squad players, other top-notch players in the final hurrah. Alisson, Van Dijk, Salah, right? Goal scoring left winger, box-to-box midfielder like Maka, who can play between the lines and control and dominate the tempo and pace. Soboslai as well, closing opportunities, big game player. You fit your 1 or 2 big name signings, Carlos Baleba, in and around him, right? Ederson from Atalanta, he may be going to Saudi Arabia, apparently. Charles de Ketelaere, whether you want your Xavi Simons or whoever you want to link Liverpool to, you fit them in and around this core 4, Kerkez, Mamardashvili, Frimpong, Wirtz, knowing that you have your Connor Bradley, who's incredibly young, Gravenberch, who's incredibly young, Maka, who can do it for the next decade at least, like a Luka Modric, right? You've got your Cody Gakpo, who's doing incredibly young. Wow, the future is bright. The future is shiny, up the shiny one. This is a channel Substance in Abundance. And speaking of Substance in Abundance, it was my little princess baby Mia. It was her 3rd birthday yesterday. We celebrated. We had so much fun in the sun. Thank you everyone for the thank you message. I relayed them to her and she was so happy. Look, here's her singing to you guys right now and some scenes from yesterday. Also, some scenes from today where she started school. She started kindergarten today and she was super adorable. She did her best. She was nervous and anxious, but she fit in and she absolutely was man, woman, child of the day, of the match. Looky, looky.
Liverpool Fan Japan, let's go. Wow.
Wow. Wow, so many dragonflies. Okay. Voila. Dragonflies. Tombo. First day for Mia. So yes, final thoughts. We get our own Kevin De Bruyne in his prime, the prime years of Florian Wirtz in Liverpool. I can't wait. The difference maker in the highest of stakes in the games as well. Fantastic. Bringing the vibes. Speaking of which, bringing the vibes. Make sure you watch the videos of my boy Andy Cantwell, right? Huge Liverpool fan. His channel is also a channel, Substance in Abundance. He brings the vibes aplenty as well. I love me, my brother from another mother, Andy Cantwell. And you know, the players, right? The attributes of the players. It doesn't matter if they start off slow or whatever. You're tying them down for the best year. Someone like Milos Kerkez has all the attributes to be an absolute legend at Liverpool. Kind of like Patrice Evra at Man United. He didn't start off necessarily really well. People thought he was a flop in his first season, but you always knew with his attributes, his determination, his way of playing the game, right? He's always going to be a really, really good player, albeit with that little mess with Suarez and Evra, all that malarkey. But similar to Milos Kerkez, Florian Wirtz, Jeremie Frimpong, and Georgie Mamardashvili, you know, with attributes of that player, they're always going to come good given time because they're just so good as total all-around footballers. And then a word for Pep Lijnders joining Manchester City. Look, if Slot didn't offer him a place back at Liverpool, he needs to do what he needs to do to get his coaching credentials up there. He wants to be a first team coach, first team manager. He needs to learn from the best. Guardiola is one of the best of all time, so don't begrudge him. Great opportunity for him. He needs to learn as well. James French, one of our analysts going over to Manchester City. There's no secrets to diverge here because everyone worth their salt knows what Liverpool are about. They've got the systems and functions to analyze as well. And look, best of luck to them. It's their careers as well. Slot is probably getting back Dirk Kuyt in as assistant manager. Liverpool legend as well. He's got that work ethic and the heart and can teach the strikers how to finish. Great man, great person by all accounts. And speaking of great people, thank you so much for donating to my GoFundMe page. It helped me try to get some tickets, some premium tickets for Liverpool versus Yokohama in Yokohama, Japan, Wataru Endo's hometown. Great Chinatown there as well. I'm sure the standard seats may sell out really, really quickly on June 11th, and therefore any donation really helps me to procure a seat, even if I have to pay for a premium priced one, just to see my hero Wataru Endo, the new signings Kerkez, Frimpong, Mamardashvili as well, right? All of them, and Florian Wirtz, how can I forget? In Yokohama, they're going to play seriously, going to be patterns of play and transitions, which I hope to analyze and take a matchday vlog footage of all the Liverpool fans in Japan for you, because it's so close to the kickoff of the season. They have to put the first team and have to play strongly and have to get used to each other as well. The games come thick and fast in the Premier League, so they'll be right at it in that preseason game. Thank you so much for joining the GoFundMe page. And as I said, top donations. Thank you to Soccer Atos for providing the Y3 Adidas Japan International kit, last season's Japan national kit, and the Liverpool windbreaker as well. So whoever is the top donee can choose one of those kits, as well as either the Bowser Jr., Maggie Cooper, or Cooper Trooper little plush toys as well. They're adorable. They're delicate, right? So the top donee, I'll send it your way free of charge. And additionally, I will also do a random draw for all of the donees as well. Thank you for your generosity, for supporting me and helping me make my dreams come true. I'll do a random draw once the donation finishes and we reach the goal as well. Whoever gets pulled out of the hat also gets goodies bundle of snacks and various other goodies, can choose a plush toy and can choose one of those pieces of kit courtesy of Soccer Atos. Make sure you visit the link in the description below as well. He does premium quality soccer goods for very, very cheap, great value as well. Lots of Japan themed kits as well, so check out his site. Use my code for 10% off and free shipping worldwide. Once again, Miyazaki Man Si Japan, Liverpool Fan Japan community is the best right now. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Enjoy the weekend coming up as well. My little girl's 3 years old. We're celebrating in style. It's happy times here in Miyazaki Japan. Thank you all you guys for being fans. Until next time, Janet means ciao. Take care. Peace.